Kelsey Grammer joins me now. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too,
You look
Lorraine.
so well.
I'm
It's
well.
fantastic. This is a beast of a part, isn't it? It's huge.
It is huge. Yeah, I just did 2 yesterday as well.
Wow,
so it's
goodness me.
challenging.
Are you loving it though?
Yeah, I really do love it. It's a great part. I mean, in a nutshell, it's the crazy guy suddenly becomes the sane guy, and to dream the impossible dream is his raison d'etre, and it's just wonderful to play him. It's wonderful to say those words every night. It's wonderful to sing that song every night. Yeah. It's been a great experience.
And it's doing so well.
It's doing really well. Yeah, we're. I mean, it's funny. The Coliseum it's a huge house.
Massive.
2,300, something like that. So. Even if we're half full, we're bigger than most of the other.
I think you probably are. Absolutely, absolutely.
Around the West End.
How are you getting any time at all to sort of enjoy life in London?
Just a little bit so far.
It's quite a, it's a huge commitment.
Yeah, it's sort of a monastic life for me right now.
I know.
Because you have to stay kind of clean. And I mean, I had dinner with my eldest daughter last night and my second daughter. So we all got together at one of the clubs in,
that's good.
In Mayfair.
Good, so you're getting a little bit of a social life. Because your wife's family, are they not from here?
They're from here. Yeah. Well, they're from Portishead, outside of Bristol, and Kate and the whole family went off to Greece yesterday.
Lovely.
So they're there. I just was, FaceTiming.
Isn't it brilliant? Isn't FaceTime the best thing ever? But we know that you can sing because we've heard you singing. I mean, obviously at the end of Frasier, and then in that brilliant episode when you sang Buttons and Bows and forgot
that was
the
certainly
words.
Brilliant.
That was very good. So you can sing. I mean, it's obviously a passion of yours. It's obviously something that you love to do.
I started out singing. That was there was a fellow that sort of roped me into joining the choir when I was 14.
Right.
And then I spent a couple of years doing that. And then another guy came in, Ron Krikak was his name, my teacher, English teacher. He said, you ought to do a play. And so I did a play.
One of the great joys of my life is coming upon an episode of Frasier that I've not seen. It doesn't happen very often. But when you do, it's like Christmas and birthdays.
Well, how about that?
All at the one time. But do you know what? Even if you have seen the episode, it doesn't matter. You discover something
They're
new
fairly timeless.
every single time.
Yeah, even if you're really familiar with them, there's something you can see that you hadn't seen before.
What an amazing thing to have done.
Yeah. I mean, there's another thing you can try to do. I used to do sort of mini impressions of other famous people in them. Right. There was Walter Matthau, Jackie Gleason, Jack Benny, certainly a lot of times, Bob Hope a little bit, and the most famous one for the other cast members was Betty Davis.
Did you do Betty? Oh, there was a swish sometimes.
There's a bit of a swish, but there's a thing where there's a very specific, there's a couple, but the two of them are, cure for cancer. I know. And the rest of the cast go, oh my God, I don't believe he's doing this. And then the other one was a rug. Where a rug doesn't belong.
It's just the best. You must have had such good fun doing that. Now, look, loads of rumours. Everybody got very excited by the fact that they think you saw you with a script that had Frasier on it.
Right.
What's going on?
That little folder is filled with 6 different ideas that are all kind of in contention right now for what may be a new Frasier, but we'll see.
That'd be amazing.
A continuation of Frasier. It's a fun idea, and they're all, they're similar, but it's a new life in a new city, that kind of thing is where we're headed. With a new, of course, John Mahoney died.
Oh, I know, that was really sad.
Years ago.
I loved him.
He was terrific. So you need to kind of replace that energy, sort of like what they did on Cheers.
Yeah.
With Coach. They found Woody, who was sort of, got the same kind of sensibility.
Exactly, that makes perfect sense. Why do we like him so much? And Niles, we like them so much because they are snobbish, they are pompous, they're insufferable, but we love them.
I think it's a little combination of the fact that they are flawed and they know it, and they are recognizable. They're brothers, they're good sons. They're the kind of people that, are trying every day to do well and always stumble over something. And I think that becomes endearing.
Very much so.
As the show progressed, you'd get into like 3rd or 4th season, the audience knew Frasier was going to somehow mess things up. Finding out how he did it was what became the entertainment
That's
part.
true. That's true. It's so beautifully written as well.
Thank
You know,
you. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
had
it
the
just
best.
and really, and that cast, it just all worked. I can't imagine anyone else playing those parts.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't. It just
Well, that's
wouldn't
very
be.
flattering.
It wouldn't be the same.
Thank
It just
you.
wouldn't be the same. And it's allowed you to do so many other things, including being on stage. I know you've been on stage in Broadway.
Well, there's you know, I mean, I'm a commodity, so it's okay. I mean, most people will say, oh, you know, that might be worth seeing because they know Frasier. So, yeah, it would be foolish of me to think, oh, gosh, that television show, it's ruined my life.
Gosh, never, ever, ever. I mean, what an amazing thing to have been part of.
Yeah.
And so many people, you know, a show is taken on another life and has become really part of our culture when people are just queuing up to be in it. You know, the cameos. I mean, you've got everybody. Derek Jacobi, that episode with Derek
Yeah, that was
Jacobi
great.
is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
And I think Patrick McNee was in that as well.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, but,
That was a big thing for me.
oh,
Adventures.
amazing.
Cool.
I mean, and he still talks about that. He basically just said he played himself. And
Yeah.
he had great fun
Now
doing
we
it.
watch him all the time. We listen to him all the time doing Iggle Piggle because of the kids.
Of course.
What is the Night Garden?
The Night Guard, that's right,
Yeah.
he does that. Oh,
It's
for goodness
lovely.
sake. Because you've got this amazing family that sort of spans from little ones.
35 to 2, yeah.
35 to 2. Wow, that keeps you young.
It does.
That keeps you young. as does doing the show.
Yeah.
The show's great.
It keeps you fit.
When this is over, because it's going to be over in June, sadly, so you have to go see it before June the 8th. After that, are you going to take a little bit of a rest?
A little break, and then there's a film in August. But we're going to try to spend some time upstate New York, where we have a home.
With a family and just chill out.
Mm-hmm.
What a delight talking to you, and thank you for Frasier and all the other work that you've done, because it's just
Well, God
genius.
bless.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lorraine.